you know, the heights are bad for me. I fainted at the Grand Canyon, in the parking lot, in the car, right? So that was a big challenge. So that's one of the things, I took action on that recently. I went zip lining in the redwood canopy. Yeah, big tall trees, the redwoods, yeah, okay. Zip lining, yeah. If anybody here does not know what zip lining is, imagine a shirt hanging on a clothesline, flapping in the breeze. Now, you are the shirt. So, I'm going in there, and I was doing all right. I was strong mind, positive attitude. I was doing it. Okay, get in there. They handed me this release, right? That was like on a piece of paper. And they said, okay, sign this. And so I'm reading it, because I don't know if anybody else reads all the stuff on the, do you, when you get like an antibiotic prescription, do you read all the side effects? Anybody here? I'm the only one that's that crazy. Okay. Well, I told you I had a 5150, so we're okay. Anyway, so they showed me this list. I know you're all just a bunch of brave bad and you're judging me right now, but you love me too. All right, so anyway, they gave me this list, and it said, and you have to put your name in, I, Marti MacGibbon, understand that zip lining is an extreme sport and carries the risk of, and then it had all the, it had like bruises, contusions, concussions, confusions, lacerations, exasperations, heart palpitations, extra long drama-filled family visitations, you know, it had like that. Then it had like restless leg syndrome, Mad Max Thunderdome, you know, it was just some crazy, you know, and I'm reading it, I'm like, what the, you know, then they had lower testosterone levels, what the, you know, it's like, it's going out through, right, and then they had, okay, it was, let's see, how did they say it? Compound fracture. They had children born with the head of a chihuahua. I mean, they had this crazy. Then they had dismemberment and death at the end of the list. And I was kind of tripped, you know. But then I thought, wait a minute. We always look for something positive, right? We always look, in a challenge, we look for something to be grateful for, right? Gratitude, celebration. I'm thinking, what can I be grateful for? And I thought, you know what I'm grateful for? Is that this list is very thorough. Right? Right? But then I went, right? And they had this thing, man, they had a guy went, you know, he launched, and he survived. And I was thinking, all right, that's good. And I was hanging to the back. I was hoping they'd call me last, right? Then this guy said, you. And I'm looking like, what the fuck? And they said, yeah, you, come on. I got over there, and man, I was really scared. Like, 'cause you have to launch to go from one tree to another one. And I got up there, and my mind was strong, right? I had the higher power, the whole thing, mind strong. But my knees were knocking. And you know, so you want truth, right? Rigorous honesty. So I said to the guide, you know, I said, you know, my knees are knocking. And he goes, oh, everybody does that. They just do it anyway. And I thought, well, heck, do it anyway, right? Feel the fear and do it anyway. That's bad. I'm going to do that. I launched. And I screamed like a little 5th grade girl. I was like, ah! Like that. But you know what? I got a hold of myself, and I turned the fear into fun. It's pretty good when you're going ziplining, because it's just a blur. You know, it's okay. You don't even know what's happening. You just, yeehaw, and you do it. But then when you're on that little skinny piece of wood, oh, that's when the smart like y'all that aren't afraid of heights, I know who you are. And we're sitting there dangling their feet over the edge, and oh, there goes a cloud. There goes a hawk. You know, they're like, oh, Marty, come look at the view. It's such a pretty view. And I had my arms wrapped around the trunk of that tree. And I just told him, you know what? This bark is so amazing. No, it's like, I don't want to see any view. I've seen clouds, but this bark, man, you know. But anyway, I finished it out, man. I finished the whole thing. It was like 11 stations, 8 different trees, and then they had these Indiana Jones sky bridges just swinging back and forth. You walk through those, and then you got a spiral staircase up into the top of a tree, and then you rappel down. And I rappelled, man. I rappelled. Grandma rappelled with one arm, right? I was like, yeah, baby. I was so glad to get to the ground. I rappelled, you know what I'm saying? And it was so cool, and I thought, you know, this is so great. And I bought a helmet cam because I wanted to prove to my smart, brave friends that I made it through, right? So I went to look at my helmet cam footage. I was like, this is gonna be so bad. Well, guess what? My helmet cam, the footage, what it actually was like, there would be like a, Yahoo! Like that, and then there'd be like bark, 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 and then, Yahoo! And then bark, that was it. You know, that was it. I couldn't even use my helmet cam, you know? That was it. But I count it as a win because it's progress, not perfection, right? Progress, not perfection. Yeah.